I want to ask you about
Dimitri,
I want to
Michelle.
ask you about an American citizen. His name is a pastor. His name is Adnrew Brunson. He was detained in Turkey on October 7th as a threat to national security. He was held in, detained for 64 days without explanation or charge, and officially charged with membership in an armed terrorist organization on December 9th. I'd like to know what the State Department is doing about his release. Is there any concern about the case? It seems that this is a Christian pastor who has been living in Turkey for 23 years. I'm not sure really what the terrorist charge is. Yeah, and before you say anything about privacy concerns, I have the Privacy Act waiver right here, and it's signed by Mr. Brunson.
Does he check the media box?
The media box is checked, yes, as well
That's
as
impressive.
the general public, employer, individual members of Congress, friends, and family.
That's impressive. That's a first. You've got to be feeling pretty. You've got to be feeling pretty good about that.
I do actually. Yes.
We are, of course, aware of U.S. citizens that have been detained in Turkey, and indeed this case in particular. I'll try to see what additional information I can get, but of course we take very seriously this case and all cases of detained Americans overseas. Obviously we would offer all consular assistance to any individual who's being detained. I think I could speak more broadly whether you think that he as a Christian or that Christians are being persecuted. The U.S. Christian community is persecuting, or rather the Turkish government is persecuting the U.S. Christian community in Turkey. I would not agree with, we would not agree with that assessment. We've seen no clear evidence that Christians are being specifically targeted for their religious beliefs. But of course, the United States obviously strongly supports the right of all people in Turkey to exercise their freedom of religion and belief. And in Washington and Ankara, we regularly engage the Turkish government at all levels on the need to respect religious freedom. But with respect to this particular case, given that he has signed a Privacy Act waiver, I'll try to get you.
He signed a Privacy Act waiver.
I said that. Given that he has signed a Privacy Act waiver, which apparently is news to our consular affairs folks. So I'll get you some more information about that.
He seems to be wrapped up in this, like they seem to be targeting him as part of this Gullenist movement.
I'm aware of that.
He maintains that he is not part of this movement. So given the fact that the government, this government in the past anyway, has voiced concern about the kind of wide swath which the Turkish government has rounded up people that they believe to be part of this movement.
Of course.
The fact that an American citizen is being charged.
Absolutely. And let me just be very clear that in the case of any American citizen charged overseas, that we offer assistance, we offer protections, we follow the case, we offer legal assistance where we can, or offer them access to legal counsel or access to legal assistance. We visit them in the detention facilities that they're being held in to assess their health and to assess their well-being. All of this, I can assure you, is being done in this particular case. But what I don't have is a specific answer to the charges against them, and I'll try to get that for you.
Thank you.